Once upon a time, in a forest filled with diverse creatures and hidden treasures, there lived a sly fox named Reynard. Reynard was known far and wide for his cunning and craftiness. He possessed a secret principle that he believed would grant him power and advantage over others. This principle was called pose as a friend, work as a spy. Reynard knew that the element of surprise could be a valuable tool in his quest for knowledge and personal gain. So he devised a plan to disguise himself as a friend or ally, blending seamlessly into the lives of unsuspecting forest dwellers. With his fur groomed to perfection and his tail held high, Reynard approached the other animals with a warm smile and gentle words. He pretended to be their confidant, sharing laughter and engaging in friendly conversations. Day after day, he played his part flawlessly, gaining their trust and weaving his way into their lives. While posing as a friend, Reynard's sharp eyes and keen ears remained vigilant, observing every action and overhearing every whispered secret. He silently collected valuable information, waiting for the right moment to use it to his advantage. But as the seasons passed, Reynard began to realize the consequences of his deceptive ways. He saw how the creatures he had befriended grew distant and suspicious. The trust he had shattered left them feeling hurt and betrayed. His forest companions began to distance themselves from him, and the once vibrant connections faded away. Reynard came to understand that the principle he had followed so faithfully had a dark side. By exploiting trust for personal gain, he had damaged the very relationships he sought to manipulate. The forest was now filled with broken bonds and lingering mistrust. Reflecting on his actions, Reynard realized the error in his approach. He saw that building genuine connections based on trust and respect was far more valuable than any fleeting advantage. True friendships required honesty, openness, and authenticity. From that day forward, Reynard resolved to change his ways. He approached the forest creatures with sincerity and genuine intentions. He fostered open communication, respecting their boundaries and treating them with dignity and fairness. As time went on, Reynard's genuine efforts to build trust were not in vain. The forest animals slowly began to see the change in him. They cautiously let their guard down, allowing a flicker of trust to reignite within their hearts. Reynard had learned a valuable lesson. The principle of pose as a friend, work as a spy may have seemed enticing, but its consequences were dire. Instead, he discovered that honesty and integrity were the true paths to lasting connections and positive outcomes. And so, the forest flourished once again, with genuine friendships and a renewed sense of trust. Reynard, once the cunning spy, had transformed into a true friend, never again disguising his true intentions. The fable of the sly fox taught the fifth graders that building relationships on trust and respect was far more rewarding than any deceptive ploy. The moral of this fable is that building genuine relationships based on trust and respect is far more valuable and rewarding than deceiving others for personal gain. The principle of pose as a friend, work as a spy, may seem tempting, but it ultimately leads to broken trust, damaged relationships, and negative consequences. Honesty, openness, and authenticity are the foundations of strong and meaningful connections. By treating others with dignity and fairness, and by fostering open communication, we can build trust and nurture healthy and productive relationships that bring about positive and lasting outcomes.